Hello there. So there's always different ways of describing things. There's always that formula for being happy or having a good life. But I just wanted to introduce one that I always think about, and that is kind of like the three ingredients to having a healthy and happy life. And if you can do those well, then it's likely that things are going to go your way more and more. So first, it's important to eat good foods. So, are you eating leafy green vegetables on a regular basis? That's one of the big ones if you can do that. There's all kinds of things that are leafy green, and I forget, is it cruciferous? Like broccoli and cauliflower is good, but also different kinds of greens like spinach and kale. And I eat Chinese broccoli. I don't know if you've ever had that before. And collard greens. And there's a lot more, but getting those leafy greens is great. Sometimes, like at the grocery store, they have those pre-made salads. It includes like the dressing and the salad and some other things inside of it that can make it easy for you to get your leafy greens. Just put the salad in a bowl, put the ingredients together, and mix it up. And in like 2 minutes, you're getting your serving each day. Are you getting enough fruits? Like at least like 2 or 3 servings? Maybe you can get some bananas or like those little cherry tomatoes. That's a fruit, by the way. And, include that in your diet each day. Maybe some berries. But getting those green vegetables and the fruits each day. And then, are you getting enough fiber? Like, for example, things like corn, wheat, if you can tolerate it. I had another one in my mind I wanted to tell you. Oh, oats, oatmeal, cereal. Those things are really good for your digestive tract. They don't necessarily have a lot of like vitamins and minerals inside of them, but if you get this fiber going through you, it really helps to get your digestive tract in a good place. Some of the food even won't be digestive, like maybe corn, but it's a good sign that you're keeping your digestive tract in a good shape, because that stuff really helps with the bacteria. You don't necessarily even need like the what do you call it, probiotics. That can be good, but if you are getting the right fiber, that should help a lot. And then besides that, in terms of protein, what is the quality of your protein? Like, are you getting lean meat? Because that can be helpful. And are you getting too much meat? It's good to have some protein every day, but you don't necessarily need a lot to get the requirement that you need. And keep in mind, things like vegetables and pretty much all food has some protein in it. Even like beans have protein. That can be a great addition, so you don't have to eat so much meat. What about things like sugar? And are there ways that you can have less sugar? Yeah, add more fruit into your diet, and you'll get like the natural sugar that's good for you versus like sugary drinks. You might find that if you have a problem with drinking too many sugary drinks now, add fruit. You might find that if you are eating too much like unhealthy meat stuff, add some beans to your diet. You might find if you're eating too much, adding some fiber like corn and wheat and even rice and what else? I like brown rice, quinoa. I mentioned the other one. Oh, oats. These kinds of things will kind of help you feel full, but these types of carbohydrates will run right through your body, and you won't really absorb so much, and that can be really good in terms of maintaining a good weight. So that's about diet. The next thing is exercise. So if you exercise, point number 1 was having a healthy diet. Point number 2 is exercise. So there's a lot of different approaches to exercise. You don't have to do a certain way, but a variety can actually be the best way. Probably the number 1 exercise you could be doing is walking. It's proven to help you with your joints, your circulation. increasing your heart rate. You could walk a little faster if you're able to, but walking every day is great. Maybe you can get 30 minutes or an hour every day. If you can't do that, start with 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Next, lifting weights. Our bone structure, as we get older, for example, it can kind of deteriorate. But if you have good muscles to support it, it will help prevent you from having pain. It will help prevent you from getting further deterioration because the muscles help keep things in place versus things like in your spine starting to fall together. But the muscles those muscles on the either side of the spine can kind of help support the spine. So as far as exercise though, it's good study some videos and stuff about how to exercise properly. And then if you lift weights and stuff, it's also good for your chemistry. There's so much benefit if you can do something that is weight bearing. So you don't want to only get aerobic exercise, but also weight bearing exercise. Back to the aerobic exercise, things like an elliptical or a treadmill or maybe even running, if you can tolerate it. Getting your heart rate up a little higher is even better. If you can't do that now, it's pretty well established. If you start here and you do this for a while, then you can go here and you can slowly tolerate more and more aerobic exercise. So do that every day if you can. Even something like 10 minutes is okay. And if you can get up to about 16 to 20 minutes of aerobic exercise, that is good for your heart. It's good for fat burning. So getting to about 16 minutes is a good goal for you if you are not currently doing it, where you get your heart rate up to, it depends on your age, but maybe above 110 or above 120 or 130 can be really, beneficial. Stretching is great. If you can stretch, it just helps maintain flexibility. We all have some places where we're a little bit tight. For example, I can't put my arms behind my back like this very well, but I try to work on it so I can get closer and closer. And you can set little goals like that. But stretching is like the third ingredient. You have the aerobic, you have the weight bearing, and you have the stretching. And those three things together, you can schedule that into your day where you have a little bit of each every day. Even if it's 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, if you'll just be consistent and do it every day, it'll become 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, you know what I mean? And you can get where you're in a much better place physically. So you start from wherever you are and you do a little bit each day. And if you'll be consistent, you'll get better. And then the third thing is mental health. We all have to take care of that. Probably if you're eating well and you are exercising, number 3 is easier to handle. And for us who have tinnitus, that may be the thing that's causing us the most problems, because we have this sound all the time and it's making us feel very uncomfortable. So do the first 2 things well. Plan your diet a little bit more. Buy the right things at the grocery store. Get a few minutes of exercise every day. And then we can address the mental health thing. A lot of my videos are about that, but studying what you say about yourself. We all build up certain beliefs about ourselves, like, I can't do that. And with tinnitus, it's so loud. I wish this didn't happen to me. My life will never be the same. These kinds of statements, if we study what we say, we can rewrite it. I'll never be the same. No, you won't be the same, but you'll be able to learn from what you have now and get to a new place. You'll be able to become adjusted to the sound where you don't notice it anymore, and you'll feel better. You'll be able to say, I went through a big challenge and I got to a better place, and I'm so happy that I did that. And so the words that you say about yourself, that you say about how you feel, that you say about how you feel about other people, that you say about how you feel about the environment around you. All of this has a big impact on our brain, not just what you say, but like your subconscious brain. If you're always sort of like saying, oh, today's not a very good day, I'm having another relapse, I feel bad today, those words impact your subconscious brain and they impact your chemistry. If you're already doing the good diet and the good exercise, it probably won't impact your chemistry quite as much. So that those two precursors, the diet and the exercise, can really help you with the third thing, which you're probably having a lot of trouble with, the anxiety and stuff and not being able to sleep. If you're exercising well, that'll help you sleep better. It tends to reduce anxiety, especially if you're consistent. So I could talk more on number 3 about the maintaining a positive outlook, but the 3 things that I just wanted to sort of put into a formula today are the diet, the exercise, and the positive mental outlook. So yeah, think about that, and hopefully that'll help you in addressing some of the concerns you've been having. Just keep doing the things that would be the right thing to help you get better. And if you're consistent, you'll steadily get a little bit better and better. So best wishes to you. And you might notice, I think I had a little slur in my voice tonight. I did have a drink that was a little stronger than I thought it was going to be. But I do hear that it's good to have 1 glass of wine per night. That may not apply to everybody, but I think whatever I had a little bit more. So, oops, I'll do better. But anyways, I hope you have a wonderful evening or morning, and wherever you are getting this video, and keep working on getting better, and you'll get there. See you later.